Right here, I hope you're liking what you're seeing this week. We finally got a lot of news this week that I can actually talk about. So, here we are in the month of October, and it was last summer we heard that Ryan Gosling himself is going to be playing the Wolfman in Blumhouse's Universal's remake of the Wolfman. Now, originally it was said that Leigh Whannell, the director of The Invisible Man that came out in 2020, right before the pandemic, with Elizabeth Moss. Great movie. That was one of my favorite movies of 2020, even though I never made a list, because there was basically no movies out in 2020. So, but that ended up coming out, like I said, right before the pandemic started. So, it's a great movie. But I had one problem when they announced that Leigh Whannell was going to come in and direct this Wolfman movie. I said, cool, because he did a great job with The Invisible Man. But no, because the Wolfman is a different creature. No pun intended, or a different monster, if you want to say, than the Invisible Man. I want to see a different director come in here and give us their take, their vision for this character. I know what he can do with me. We already did one classic monster. I want to see someone else come in here and see what they can do with this other classic monster. And so we didn't hear about it for, like I said, last summer. Here we are in October 2021. And this week, it has been announced that Cianfrance, I think I said that right, has replaced Leigh Whannell and will be directing the Wolfman movie. And now, I'm excited. Why? Because Cianfrance has not only worked with Ryan Gosling twice, so they have a good relationship, actor-director, but also Derek is responsible for Blue Valentine, for the movie that came out in 2010, with co-starring Michelle Williams, which got her an Oscar nomination. Great movie. Dark movie, looked at a marriage coming apart. Very human, very real, very, very good. But like I said, very dark in terms of a story about the unraveling of a marriage. Then he came out in 2013 and did The Place Beyond the Pines, once again, with Ryan Gosling, Bradley Cooper, Eva Mendes, Rose Byrne, Dane DeHaan, Mahershala Ali, Ben Mendelsohn. And once again, I love that movie. That was another one of my favorite movies of 2013, behind The Wolf of Wall Street, Prisoners. And once again, a very dark film dealing with human relationships, messy relationships. And I think about that now and I go, this is the same guy that's now going to do the Wolfman with Ryan Gosling. And also looking at what The Invisible Man was like, dealing with a sexual assault, a marriage that was dealing with sexual abuse, with marriage abuse, and gaslighting and all kinds of stuff like that. But in the context, dealing with a classic monster, like The Invisible Man. And I think to myself, looking at The Place Beyond the Pines, and Blue Valentine. This could be interesting for a Wolfman movie. Ryan Gosling playing the lead. I mean, it could be as simple as this. This person is a monster already. And then, of course, gets bitten by a werewolf or a wolf and becomes even worse. I don't know how they're going to spin it. But in the context of what I've seen from the director before, dealing with dark human stories that unravel and all kinds of stuff. This is going to be a very interesting Wolfman film that feels more realistic, like they're dealing with a real issue, like we saw in the Invisible Man movie. I don't know, I'm really excited now. And like I said, Ryan Gosling and the director have worked twice before, come up with great material before, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with this Wolfman movie, who else they cast, you know, like in Blue Valentine. You had Michelle Williams. Maybe Michelle Williams will be the main female lead. Place Beyond the Pines, you had Eva Mendes, Rose Byrne. You know, I don't know. Who knows, maybe they'll bring in Emma Stone. You know, Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone have great chemistry from Crazy Stupid Love, La La Land. You know, that would be a great combo. Director that has worked with Ryan Gosling twice before, and also bringing in Emma Stone, who has worked with Ryan Gosling 3 times before. That would be awesome. But anyway, looking forward to this movie. We don't have a release date, but I wouldn't be surprised now that they got the director star. They're going to be shooting this movie early 2022. I think Ryan Gosling is about to start shooting Barbie with Margot Robbie. So we'll see. Anyway, Matt the Matt here. Looking forward to this.